Thank you for tuning into this Water of Life video today. We have been looking at the differences between the Old and New Covenants that God has given to His people. We have seen that the Old Covenant was for the Jews, and it was given to them at Mount Sinai some 1600 years before the birth of Jesus, and then the New Covenant was given to God's people, to Christians, beginning on the day of Pentecost following the resurrection of Jesus. There's just a lot of wonderful things about this new covenant that God has made with Christians today. We have seen that He remembers their sins no more, that is, those that have that covenant with Him, His people. We've seen how that the old was quite a bit different than the new in regards to how one received the forgiveness of their sins. We have looked at the timing, the giving, and the purpose of each, and we have seen that they are for God's people. Well, today I want to pick out one of the great things of the New Covenant that is very significant to those who are God's people today, and that is the promises of God. And I've taken the thought from the scriptures beginning in 2 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 20, for all the promises of God find their yes in Him. All the promises of God. So I'm going to give several of these promises just briefly. And the first one is that when one obeys Christ in regards to his sins, that he might have his sins washed away. It says in Acts 2 and 38 that Christians have received the gift of the Holy Spirit. This is really a great promise of God and a great gift, the gift of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit comes into the life of the person that is a Christian. He has received the Spirit because, as it says in Acts 5:32, he has obeyed Him. And then He gives him this gift of the Spirit. Another one is in regards to temptation. We're all tempted. Christians are tempted. And they need to overcome temptations. But the promises that God has given concerning temptation is this. God is faithful, and He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability, but with the temptation He will also provide the way of escape. So He just doesn't allow me to be tempted beyond that which I'm able to bear. And when I am tempted, there's a way of escape that is open to me. What a great promise from God. And this is for all of His people who are a part of their new covenant. And then finally, another one is in Ephesians, the 3rd chapter, verse 20. Now to Him who is able to do far more abundantly than all we ask or think. Isn't that something? I can think of something. I can ask something from God, but He will do far more abundantly. He knows far more abundantly. And this is just 3 of the promises. There's so many great promises in the New Covenant. And we'll look at some more later on. The Lord bless your day. Thank you for watching.